Oh my God. Where have you guys been? I've been looking for you. You guys got some explaining to do. All right, actually, I got some explaining to do, and I'm going to give you that explanation. And trust me, I was not on vacation. We're going to be talking about that, and also we're going to be talking about Costa Rica because, hey, this is a this is a Costa Rica channel mostly. All right, so that and more after doing what I always have to do. I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, so go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Fill out the 4-minute form and you'll be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. And this is the time to come. If you can jump through all the hoops that the world is doing during this clusterfuck they call the coronavirus, this is a perfect time to come. There's more monkeys around than people. Oh my God, the beauty's still here, man. The beauty's waiting for you. And as always, I'd appreciate a subscribe. Saturday, February 27th. Oh, don't think I forgot about the coffee. I cannot believe this cup is holding strong. It's got more cracks. I'm just waiting for it to fall apart in my hands one day. All right, so first of all, I want to thank you guys for your concern about, I haven't posted a video in about 2 weeks, which is like, for me, I don't know, maybe 7 months in YouTube years. So a lot of you guys were writing, expressing your concern, am I okay? Because you did, you know I had COVID and stuff. And again, we're going to be talking about that. So I appreciate all that. And I can tell you, as far as my channel is concerned, no news isn't maybe the best way to approach it, but no news is pretty good news. Trust me, if my death comes or there's destruction and demise in my world, that you will be alerted to that fact. So that's not a joke. I would let you guys know if something, well, I wouldn't tell you, but somebody will. All right, so I do appreciate your guys' concern. I got a lot of hey, well wishes, because I did kind of go quickly, we'll say. All right, so here's what happened. Here's my explanation. I need coffee for this. I didn't realize I could feel a lot more like shit than I originally thought shit could feel like. Okay, I don't know if that made sense either. You might have to run that back, but I think you get what I'm saying. Now, for those of you who don't know, I got the original Rona. Yes, I had the Rona virus. I did not think it was that bad for me personally. I had, I think, 4 or 5 days, if I recall. One day was particularly not fun. But all in all, I thought, compared to what's happening to a lot of people, I thought I got off a little easy. Well, now apparently I have what I call the extended remix version of the Rona. I think they call it long haulers, or they're calling it something, but I got something that isn't going away. And you can read that as fatigue, joints, clouded mind, and an overall mind and body listlessness. So that's kind of what's going on with me now. I never intended not to make a video for these 2 weeks. It's just one blah day ran into the next. And seriously, just thinking about getting off the couch made me tired and required a 2-hour nap. I don't know what was going on. It was not fun. And the easiest way to explain it is, I think, how like a 90-year-old would feel if their mind is right. They're trying to do things, their joints are hurting, they're tired, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's kind of what was happening with me. Now, 45% of the time of my day, I did feel like myself, but definitely not at 100%, not even close. So it's not like I couldn't function at all, which is the weirdness of this whole thing. But the other 55% of the day was the 90-year-old woman. Actually, the woman's stronger than the man at that, usually at that age. So I'm gonna go with, I felt more like a 90-year-old man. So I just felt so bad. I just couldn't wrap my head around doing anything. And all of a sudden, just days started sliding by. And then I had this part of me where I don't even care at this point. I mean, I do, but you know, as it was happening to me. And then I got to tell you, man, I was thinking if I'm not going to, okay, stop. I'm not going to be that, you know, that guy. I was dealt these cards, this hand, and I've got to play this hand. You know, there's a lot worse hands in the world. People have been dealt, obviously, and there's, you know, all that. So I've got dealt this hand, and I'm going to have to deal with it. But I'm not going to be that guy, man. I cannot be that guy moaning and complaining to you about that, you know, my bowel movements aren't regular or something. I'm just not doing that. So if you want to message me, you know, and talk about things about, you know, the Rona with me, that's fine, but I'm probably not going to say a whole lot on these videos. My hope is that when I make a video from now on that you will not even know, you know, like that personal struggle that I'm dealing with, because I just can't, man, I'm sorry, I just can't be that guy. This channel is not for that, basically. This is about Costa Rica, and I'm going to try to stick mostly with that. I know I talk about my personal life quite a bit too, but this part is just, because here's what happens, because I saw it happen here in Fortuna. It's very hard to explain. So people going, hey, Micah, you want to come out? Micah, you want to do this? Can I come over? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like people weren't really buying it. It's almost like they thought it was an excuse or something. People aren't really having an understanding of this fatigue thing. And I guess unless you've dealt with it or you've had it yourself, you just wouldn't know. And I could see how you would think that way. Like, Michael, just get up, you know, just willpower yourself up, you know. So I get it, but it was getting to the point where even the people around me almost weren't buying it, because they would see me sometimes. It's not like I couldn't do some things. It wasn't like that. So I don't know. I want to kind of keep it to myself. I think I'll be okay. I actually, now that I've been kind of seeing how this all goes, I think I can deal with it. I got to tell you, my biggest savior in this right now has been aspirin. Go figure. And trust me, whatever you're going to write and say, hey, try this, I probably have tried it, but it seems like aspirin is really the, oof. Now I'm taking a little too many during the day, which I don't like, and that, but yeah, so what else? Oh, something very important to note. You guys might be going, well, now that you got it and you're dealing with this remix version of the Rona you're having, how do you feel about some of those videos you were making prior? I don't change one thing I said prior. I still believe in everything I said prior. Just because I got it doesn't mean I'm changing my viewpoint. If I drop dead tomorrow from Corona, I would still say and stick with what I said in my previous videos about how I view this whole thing. So just so we're clear. All right, man, let's let's talk Costa Rica. Woo! I'm already tired. Just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna have the updated, you know, you don't really know my channel, you're thinking about Costa Rica, everything that you need to do to get into Costa Rica is going to be in the description, the requirements, the travel insurance aspect, and all those, and I'll have links to everything you need to do. Just one thing about the travel insurance, which a lot of you probably already know, especially if you pretty much live in Costa Rica, but you're not really a resident. When you come back in, if you can prove that you own a house here, proof you don't have to you can waive that part of the travel insurance that says that you have to put up, what is it, $2,000, $4,000 for lodging if you get Corona. If you can prove that you have a house here, that gets waived. You would still just have to get the health coverage part of the travel insurance. What else? Okay, so land borders. You know, I was crossing my fingers on that. Obviously, they're not opening, you know, so it's going to be at least another month. So we'll find out more in April. I was just hoping. Now, the thing about the land borders is really, if you think about it, it's not really a huge deal. Unless you're going back and forth every day or 3 times a week, you have to go back to Nicaragua or Panama. It's really not a thing. It only comes up if you're kind of living here, you've got some unfinished business in Costa Rica. You just have to think about it once every 3 months. So most of my friends have already, seems like Mexico City's been the choice this time with flying to. I think Mexico doesn't require a COVID test or travel insurance. So seems like Mexico seems to be one of the places people are picking. And then they won't have to think about it for another 3 months. And if you play the odds, you're thinking, well, the land borders will be open within 3 months, right? Actually, that may or may not be true, but you see what I'm saying. So that's the thing about the land borders. So they're officially shut, except for if you are a resident or a citizen in Costa Rica. If you're a traveler, you are not traveling to Nicaragua or Panama via land border. You can go over there. You can go to Panama. You can walk over to Panama. You just ain't coming back by the same way. There is one little thing I want to talk about that a little irksome. So I can't remember when I made the video. Maybe it was the last one I made. I was talking about, so you've got unfinished business in Costa Rica. You're here. Maybe you're a perpetual tourist or whatever, and you have to leave every 90 days. And I was talking about Mexico City, and I was saying that when you go to Mexico City, right? You spend your time there. Now you're going to come back to Costa Rica, right? So you got to check in Mexico to the airline. Well, they're going to ask you, where is your ticket out of Costa Rica within the 90 days? And I recommended a bus ticket. All right. Now, I saw a couple comments on that video, and people said, I tried that bus ticket. It only worked once for me. Or somebody, you know, there was a couple comments saying that doesn't work. All right, I am calling major bullshit, because I want you to think about this. How does somebody at the airline desk tell you that you can't travel by bus? There is no way somebody's going to say, I'm sorry, you can't leave Costa Rica by bus. That's not allowed. You need an airline ticket. I'm telling you, I'm calling bullshit on the people that left those comments. You did something wrong. Or you just were like, if they might have said, we know what you're doing, and you said, yeah, you got me, and they said, you got to buy a ticket. I would be calling managers if they didn't accept my bus ticket. I've been doing this shit for 15 years, me and my friends, and bus tickets work. Yes, they need to be legit bus tickets. But those comments, I saw a few comments going, oh, that only worked once. They made me buy an airline ticket. Bullshit. You did something wrong. Yeah, I said it. What? All right, so that's kind of it for this video. I'm just glad I can kind of be back and tell you what's going on. And excuse me. I don't think it'll be another 2 weeks before I put a video up. So I'm not saying that that couldn't happen, but it won't. I think I kind of know, excuse me, what's kind of going on with this whole Rona with me and kind of how it's working. I've had a few weeks, actually more than a few weeks, to kind of see how it affects me, when are the worst times, what helps, what doesn't, you know, what I need to do. And I think I've got it kind of down. So, videos are coming, man. Videos are coming. You can't get rid of me that fast. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Have a good Saturday, man. Things are going to be popping up. Always do your research and homework if you're thinking about traveling or living anywhere else in the world. All right? Ciao.